Good afternoon. I'm 4-1 meteorologist Kim Adams. A little warmer than it was yesterday as we are now in the low to even mid-80s in some spots, but we have a chance of rain later on tonight. We'll talk about timing in a couple of minutes.
Also breaking news about the UAW's contract talks with Stellantis. The union's president just offered a special bargaining update. You will hear from him, and here's Paula.
I'm going to take you to a local school district that earlier this summer had no idea how it was going to open school with its teacher shortage. But today they have completely turned that situation around, and the superintendent is literally grinning about it.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4. The man charged in Zion Foster's murder goes to court for a preliminary hearing. Now, this case is unusual because the young woman's body has never been found. You may remember Zion Foster went missing January 4th of 2022. Now, Zion's cousin, Jalen Brazier, appeared in court on charges that he murdered Zion. Brazier maintains she passed away as the two were smoking marijuana. He says he panicked and put Zion's body in a dumpster. Prosecutors say there is enough evidence to charge Brazier with killing Foster. Facing Brazier today, Zion's mother, Sierra Milton, on the witness stand. She was asked to read text messages from Brazier to her in the hours Zion went missing.
He then asked any updates. If this isn't like her, I'd go straight to the police, cry face, and try to stay positive. She's probably okay. Hey, I'm really getting fed up with the back and forth with people asking me, have I seen Zion?
Brazier's voice was also heard during the hearing. Detroit police body camera video was played of DPD going to his home to search for Zion. You're going to hear more of the testimony on Local 4 News at 5. We're getting breaking news from the UAW that could point toward growing tensions in the union's contract talks. UAW President Shawn Fain says Stellantis has broken its pledge to not ask for concessions. He just spoke on Facebook Live.
Record profits equal record contracts, but apparently Stellantis isn't listening. Stellantis knows our members deserve more, and they know the public is sick of seeing corporations and the rich continue to make out like bandits while the working class gets left further and further behind.
Fain went on to call Stellantis' proposals a slap in the face. The contract deadline is 37 days away. We will have more from Fain, and we're also efforting reaction from Stellantis when you join us for Local 4 News at 5. The Detroit Tigers are mourning the loss of longtime radio analyst Jim Price. The team's CEO, Chris Ilitch, says Price was a champion on the field and in the radio booth. Price played for the team for 5 seasons, including when they won the World Series back in 1968 after his playing days. He eventually ended up in the broadcast booth with guys like Ernie Harwell and Dan Dickerson. Jim Price was 81 years old. It is election day in several cities and towns throughout Metro Detroit. You still have a few hours to vote in the August primaries for the off-year 2023 races. One of the biggest races is in the city of Warren, where Mayor Jim Faust is not on the ballot for the first time in a long time, although he continues to battle in federal court. There are also elections in cities like East Point, Royal Oak, Dearborn Heights, and Westland, just to name a few. The polls are open through 8 tonight. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says her office is working to make sure that things go smoothly, and all elections are important.
We're all in this together to make sure democracy works for everyone in the high-profile elections and in local elections that perhaps don't get so much attention, but are just as important as every other election.
We posted plenty of election information for you online at clickondetroit.com, including how to find your voter information. There's also a link to find out what's on the ballot in your community. Again, polls open through 8 o'clock tonight. Breaking into cars, stealing credit cards. Waterford police say they've arrested 3 men linked to a crime spree that went on for more than a year. Police say these men worked together, allegedly charging tens of thousands of dollars on stolen cards before they could be reported. All are facing charges connected to those transactions. Their bonds range from $100,000 to $125,000 cash. They are expected back in court next Monday. In today's first forecast, it's feeling pretty comfortable outside right now, but some of you could see a little bit of rain later tonight. Kim Adams joins us with what we can expect. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Karen. Well, these spotty showers are tough because not everyone is going to get this rain, but because they are so spotty, it's also impossible to predict exactly where they're going to land. But it is going to be later on tonight, so you've got a few more hours. We're thinking between 7 and 10 o'clock tonight. But right now, we've got a nice afternoon. Definitely warmer than yesterday. It's 84 at City Airport, 80 in Pontiac, 81 in Mount Clemens. Yesterday, many places didn't even crack the 70-degree mark. In fact, right now it's 14 degrees warmer in Port Huron and Mount Clemens than it was this same time yesterday, and about 10 to 12 degrees warmer pretty much everywhere else. So if you're headed out to the Tigers game tonight, can't rule out a spotty shower, but it looks like most of the rain's going to be west of the city, but we just can't quite rule it out completely tonight. Temperatures dropping down into the low 70s by 10 o'clock. We have a chance of rain every single day until Saturday, but the timing of it could be good news for you, and I'll talk about that coming up.
Well, severe storms have many people across the eastern United States dealing with this kind of destruction. This video comes to us from Raleigh, North Carolina. Overall, nasty weather cut electricity to more than 1.1 million homes and businesses. It also interrupted air travel for thousands. Kimberly Gill joins us now with one of the saddest stories about a teenager who lost his life.
Yeah, so Karen, good afternoon to you. You just showed us some of the damage from North Carolina. A 15-year-old boy was killed in neighboring South Carolina, leaving a family suddenly and tragically heartbroken. We don't have too many details, but the local coroner there says a large tree was uprooted and fell onto the teenager as he arrived at his grandparents' home during the storm. A neighbor described how powerful the rain and winds seemed to him.
The rain was literally sideways, trees, limbs hitting your truck as you're driving, and you know, it's one of the worst I've seen. I'm surprised if it wasn't a tornado, it had to be awfully close. I just certainly feel for them. They're wonderful neighbors. I just can't imagine going through what they're going through.
Those storms spawned tornado watches and warnings in 10 states from Tennessee to New York. This video of a funnel cloud was recorded south of Syracuse, New York. A second death was reported down in Alabama, where a worker was struck by lightning in the parking lot of an industrial park. Power is being restored to many people, but in some areas it could take days for everybody to be back online. Air travel is also improving, and things aren't too bad here in Detroit. The Flight Aware website reports only 19 cancellations. Detroit's Metro Airport today at about 120 delayed flights. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Kim. School bells will start ringing in less than a month for many school districts, but with all of them wondering, do we have enough teachers? The U.S. Department of Education is seeing shortages across the board from kindergarten through high school. But Paula Tutman takes us to one local district that has actually reversed its fortune in less than a week. So I have to ask Paula, how in the world did they do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Waterford School District has cobbled together magic, and by magic I mean money. Cheddar. It's just that simple. When you think about the extra $458 the state is allotting schools, as well as some grant money and some creative moving around of the shells, this district has been able to just about face its teacher situation. What a difference 17 years has made for Maggie Ramos. In her first ever interview, there was one job and 3,000 applicants. She moved away from Michigan. When she came back and entered the Waterford School District, she was underwater, not able to get at-par pay for years of experience and struggling to pay her bills.
Just financially, everything is expensive. I have 2 little kids with my husband, and, you know, raising a family is an expensive job.
This year, the district faced a 31 teacher deficit for its 7,100 students.
You can't open school that way. It's not good for teaching, not good for students, families.
The district was looking at wallpapering subs and non-subject matter experts just to get bodies into classrooms. But last week, the school board ponied up big time. Teachers were brought up to par for experience. Salaries raised from 7% to 28%.
Our teachers are almost like free agents these days. They can move around and they can go to the highest bidder. And we are competing. And if you want to compete for those teachers at the top, you better be ready to show them the money.
And in less than a week, that teacher deficit shrank from 31 to just 10.
There were a couple opportunities to walk away from Waterford, and I was really honest with the HR department about that.
As teachers unquit, unresigned, and understandably decided to stay.
We were able to reach out to people and bring them back in with the new teacher salary schedule.
I'm talking, you know, doubling what it was before.
Doubling your salary?
Almost, yeah.
For the district's top administrator, less than a month before school reopens its doors, he can't stop smiling. Actually, make that grinning. As for Maggie, as a high school English teacher,
it just means that we can do all the fun things that we weren't necessarily doing before, you know, trips with our kids or planning for the future.
yeah, you know, and as for that remaining small teacher deficit, they're really positive they're going to be able to make that up. But Karen, here's the thing. For every teacher they get, another district doesn't get that teacher. Guaranteed, this is not the last time I'm standing in a school district somewhere talking about this. This is a big problem, and it's an ongoing problem.
And obviously such an important job for our children. We so appreciate seeing their solution. It will be interesting to see what the other districts are doing. All right, thanks, Paula.
Yeah.
Well, the next Mega Millions drawing, less than 7 hours away, and you can see it live here on Local 4. The jackpot is now more than $1.5 billion. It's become the largest prize in Mega Millions history, but it's still below a $2 billion Powerball ticket that was sold in California last year. So if you want to check your numbers right away, we will have the drawing at 11 p.m. straight up on Local 4 News. For the record, the odds of winning are about 1 in 302 million. Another celebrity opening up about his sexuality. The story of his mental health journey is exposing many people to a different part of the LGBTQ community. Also, Ukraine accuses Russia of a double tap attack. We are going to talk about what that means and the heroes who are being targeted. First, former President Trump calls it a matter of free speech, but the special counsel says it's something else entirely. What is next in a heated battle over evidence?